and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Las Vegas Raiders. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory.
It's a gain of
a big play there on the first play of the game. 65 yards.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Being chased out left. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Falcons grab it. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And there's a run there by Todd Gurley. We all know he's looking to rebound from the least productive season of his career. And I think Atlanta presents him a great opportunity to do just that. They'll use him really well running it as well as catching it out of the backfield.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
First down, Raiders.
Starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 that had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB, too. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. Ryan finding Julio out wide. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan is going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there, 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Gurley. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Made by Jonathan Abram. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Quick throw from Ryan here to Ridley. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Ryan. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Another Falcons 1st down.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
The tackle.
So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. This is Smith. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Keith Smith, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
7. Sterling Hawkrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 31, Allen. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
And they're on 31-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he's got some space here. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. It gets intercepted.
Josh Jacobs.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. Now Ryan. Open receiver. That's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
On the carry.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on
play action. It's Ryan.
2nd and 2. At the Raiders, 38.
On the comebacker, complete. It's Jones.
That's good.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And that one will fall incomplete.
On the keeper.
Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons draw a bit closer.
The kick is,
and he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Raiders 21, Falcons 14.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And this carries into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Takes this about 5 yards deep.
I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip when it's spit, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip when it's spit, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me, got a brand new visor, yeah. You're friend smart, but my boy's wiser, yeah. Get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another drink, cause tonight I'ma die like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool, I don't know what we have. Hey, I'm just telling you the truth. I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip when it's stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Las Vegas Raiders. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
A gain of 19.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cover. Oh, he just snuck.
It's a foot race. The 20, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
To Nelson Aguilar.
Nelson Aguilar. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
On 2nd down, Ryan. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
Todd Gurley.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Here's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a toss to the left for Jacobs. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Taken down at the 40.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
That one a first down pickup of 8. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now Allen. And he's caught by the rookie from Bama. It's Henry Ruggs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Allen. Throw left side complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
A pickup of 2 yards.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
A gain of 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Allen. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Allen to throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Carlson able to put this one through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Well called, well blocked, and he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Taken in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On second down, Jacobs. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolute perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago, 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000 yards.
And this is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. Oh, that was dangerous.
Ryan
threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This thrown quickly out to Jones. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Play action. Ryan rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Ryan's throw caught by Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now Ryan on first down. He'll drop this underneath to Gurley. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and
from the 30 on 2nd down. Ryan, and they'll set up the screen to Gurley. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
4th down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will close the gap down to 14. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it.
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Yeah, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Right there. 54, right there.
Throwing again. Allen. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st down.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On 2nd and 9, Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete on the jump ball. It's 3rd down and 9 yards.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. So the shotgun snap to Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Allen's pass intended for Darren.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 22-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Ryan. High throw, but the catch is made.
Ryan's pass.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
A gain of 9.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, worthy adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball. Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
It's a gain of 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
21.
Here's Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. There he goes right side. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown.
Daniel
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And Hall not going to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Back to the air, Ryan after the pick 6. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down. Hayden Hurst, originally drafted by these Ravens, a 1st-round pick in 2018. And he was sort of overshadowed by Mark Andrews, who was a 4th-round pick that year. So Baltimore shipped him to Atlanta the offseason in a package that wound up netting the Ravens J.K. Dobbins. Tanner Muse there defensively. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. He'll buy some time right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. They'll try and pick up the 1st with Gurley. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Ryan. Going to flare this one out to Gurley in the flat. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. Looking downfield for Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Allen. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Aguilar has it. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
No gain on the play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan, a slant to Jones. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They're running with Gurley. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Ryan able to get this to Gurley, and they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
That's good.
For 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down.
1st and 10.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
Tackle made by Tanner.
2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 18-yard line.
Ryan. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run for it with Smith. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. An opportunity for them to salt this game away after that fourth down stop we just witnessed as they hold a commanding 3-score lead in the fourth quarter. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd and 11 now. Allen trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
The Falcons.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. Now looks to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 30. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Right there, 55, 51, 22.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Here's Ryan. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
34. Falcons 24. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now Allen. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. He's got a man, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs, 76 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And Hall not going to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Able to shake him off, but now he's swallowed up and taken down.
Matt Ryan.
Malik Collins able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 24.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence.
Raiders 48.
A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Las Vegas, they just keep